Okay, we're recording. Oh wait. So I broke my tripod. It's so confusing to figure out where the point is. All right, so we've got a Taylor Swift. Am I looking right? It's okay. So I'm not quite sure how to do this. Okay, there. Oh, look at it. Okay, how do you get your body square to this? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna be like a grandma. There. Hi. We can cut that or edit that or whatever. Hi. Oh, hi. I broke my tripod tonight. It was half broken anyway. But my name is Susan. I'm trying to fix my hair so it looks prettier. We're gonna launch on a raw adventure together. Why? Well, I put on some weight last year. I enjoyed every bite of it, really, which I think is important if you're going to put on weight. But now the madness has got to stop. And so I looked at like all these different ways you could just eat healthier. And I noticed that on all the vegan like delivery services, the food was all brown. And I'm like, if I'm going to pay $160 like a week, which is crazy, or if you get a super sale, it's like, I don't know, like 120 maybe if you're lucky. I'm not going to get brown food. That just doesn't seem healthy. So I found this raw food delivery service from LA, and I was all excited to get it. The food looked amazing and gourmet, which is kind of what I want because I'm like a corporate slug. I commute. I sit on my butt all day in my cube, and I'm just entirely like non-mobile, and I have no time to cook, or it's just not a priority. And the food came like it didn't come. And so I wrote the guy a really nice email saying like, I tracked it and I see that the food moved like an hour's drive in 3 days. Like, I'm trying to be nice about this, but like, come on, that's a little ridiculous. And he writes back and he says, you know what, thanks for your email. Yeah, well, I don't know if you noticed, but LA is on fire. Because of course I picked the first week to order this amazing, super expensive raw food. The week that LA was burning to the ground. And I kind of like started to figure that out, and I looked on the map, but I really thought the fire was sort of like isolated to the coast more. No, it turns out that like LA was really burning to the ground. So I sent this poor guy an email saying like, I'm such an ass, I'm really sorry, I hope you're safe, blah, 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 blah. Pretty much I just never want to talk to those people again because I'm so embarrassed. The food finally came, it was all raw and rotten and like mush, and they don't even put it in like a box that has like cold ice in it or anything. It's just like just shipping it in a box. And I'm like, I don't think that's gonna get from LA to Charleston in any kind of a state of success where this raw food is gonna be even pretending to be fresh. So that's probably not a great idea. And literally, that is the only raw food service in the United States that will ship you prepared meals. So that's not gonna fly. Now, I'm just gonna back up for a moment and talk about why we need raw food. So here I am. We're not gonna do a bikini shot. I think you can get the idea here. Yeah, no, you get the idea. Just for perspective, where's my dog? Hi, Phoebe. Hi. Oh, I actually caught her. Okay, this is a dog, and this is me holding a dog. So like, I'm not small. I got a dog in my arms. I'm several dogs overweight right now. Several dogs. Which again, don't be shy or worried about that. As long as you enjoyed becoming several dogs overweight, I approve. So anyway, on to plan 2, which is find some kind of meal plan. I love how that angle shows my double chin. I feel like that's good for this video. Because when we get to the after, boy, that's gonna be great because I'm gonna shoot all the after like this. So even if I don't lose weight, you're gonna be like, she looks so much better now. So anyway, I was like, I'm gonna find a meal plan where I can make raw food without inviting 52 hyperactive monkeys into my home to chop things and like press nuts overnight and all this craziness, because I know that's what raw cooking is all about. You need to have like endless hours of time on your hands to do that, and clearly I don't. So I found this like plan called Fully Raw, and this really nice woman is dancing around in her bikini in Hawaii, being like, look at me in my bikini and let me walk through my garden in Hawaii and show you all the fresh fruit and vegetables I'm growing. And oh, let me pick something from a tree while we're at it. And she's so thin, and she's like, let me invite you to exercise. And she starts doing like exercises, and I'm like, okay, I'll do your meal plan because it's $5 a month and you've got a plan. And she's selling products for all these like, you know, nutritional things to make her money. But I'm like, I like that because that means I am not spending hours and hours and hours mashing up like cashews and stuff and soaking them overnight and then putting them out on my roof to dry them up and then pounding them into a powder that I can then supplement my smoothies with. Because no, I'm not doing that. So I'm like, all right, I will buy your overpriced super green powder supplement because I can do that without losing my mind. I'm like, okay. But I looked at her and I'm kind of like, you know, lady, I bet you don't commute 45 minutes to work each way and then sit on your keister in your veal pen, which that's what I call my cube, for like 8 hours and 45 minutes because that's my mandated lunchtime is 45 minutes. You know, if you add all that together, it's basically like, I don't know, like a 10.5 hour day where you're literally in your chair in your car or in your chair at work with no sunlight. There's no dancing around in the bikini. There's no like inviting you to exercise. Although some of my coworkers actually make it to the gym at lunch. They go walking. I'm like, really? No, that's not for me. So I thought, wouldn't it be great? I would really love to see someone showing me how to eat raw while they schlepped to work and, you know, actually sat in their veal pen in corporate America. I'm like, I want to see someone who's like me, weighing in at 200 pounds, who, you know, let's not talk about our glory days. Yeah. We were all younger and svelter and, oh, we were in amazing shape. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we all were. Let's, whatever. I want to see a corporate schmuck like me do this. Period. So, let's talk about how much work this is. What we're going to see now is me coming over to my computer. So we're in it now. We're in it. This is episode 1. Let me fire up my computer here. Can you see? Okay, good. You can't see it. All right. So first, we're going to show you my spreadsheet. It's not really important that you see the details on here, but you see that this is like, oh, I can flip this around. You can see this is somewhat complicated, right? And like there's more than one tab. I mean, that's the days of the week. Here's a grocery. Here's like, I don't know. I got all these tabs. I don't know. Some of them have more things on than others. I guess the days of the week really ended up being the big thing. And why am I sitting here slaving away at this? Because, oh, the app is so cool. It's like got the 15 days of your meal plans, and it's got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and sometimes you get dessert. Oh, that's what sold me. Again, here's a great double chin, so it looks so much better in the after. Anyway, and then you just punch this button, this button that says, give me my grocery list, and bam, it gives you your whole grocery list for 15 days. Which, again, I'm a time saver. I need time savings. I don't have time to put together a grocery list. This is like horrible. So I push the button. I'm all excited. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm starting next Sunday. And then I'm like, okay, there's going to be all this crazy stuff on there that I've never had super greens micro powder in my cupboard ever. I've got Velveeta macaroni and cheese that you don't even put water in. You know, that's what's in my cupboard. God, I should do a shot of my cupboard. It's amazing. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll have to shop for all this stuff. But then I noticed as I'm going through the recipes and making my grocery list, I'm like, okay, I need, you know, a half a teaspoon of raw tahini. Okay, fine. And then I keep going and I'm like, wait a minute, now I need a cup and a half of raw tahini? I'm like, oh, they didn't add up the quantities. So like, this isn't actually a grocery list. This is like, this is like, cause like when you make a grocery list, you don't say like, I need peanut butter 5 times over. I need a teaspoon, and then I need another swipe with a knife, and then I need like 2 more swipes with a knife, and then you're just like, I need 1 jar of peanut butter, and that's gonna cover all my needs. And like, oh yeah, that's gonna cover the need I have for 2 cups of peanut butter to make my special K-bars. You know, you're not like listing all those things separately. And if you need to make a lot of dessert for your potluck, and you need 4 cups of peanut butter, you're gonna just put in 2 jars of peanut butter, right? You're not gonna spread that list out. So anyway, I'm like, okay, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't think this person knows how to do math. I'm suspicious, and I'm not gonna use her name even though I gave you her website. But I'm like, you know, she was in that bikini a lot dancing around. She didn't really look like a math person. Okay, fine. I'm a math person. I'm a computer science person. So we've all got our strengths. She's got bikini, dancing, garden growing strength. Maybe I wish that was my top strength. Okay, then I wouldn't be in this situation. So I'm like, crap, this grocery list is no good. And that's when we got back to like the terrible spreadsheet that I have to make up from scratch. Now you can see there's multiple colors. That is because anytime you see purple or green, these are foods that I have to go out and buy that are like, you know, things that like won't go rotten. I forget, what's that word? I don't know. There's some word for those kinds of foods. I'm not a chef. I don't know. Somebody help me out. They're like non-perishables. That's it. Those are all my non-perishables. But again, you know, like, here you go. You've got your 2 tablespoons of raw tahini here. Right, and then down here there's like 2 cups of raw tahini. So then I have to go through by hand and do all that addition. Fine. So I finally finished 7 days of that. And then I was like price shopping around all these different sites. I'm like, this is so expensive. I need to find the one that's 39 cents an ounce, not 41 cents an ounce. Okay, I started this process on Friday. It's now of last week. It's now Thursday, and I'm supposed to start on Sunday, and all these groceries got delivered, and I'm like, yeah, forget that. I'm just going to Amazon and buying everything there, and I'll press the first button that says their Prime delivery. It is gonna get here before Sunday. So like, I'm buying everything out of Amazon. If they don't have it on Amazon, I go buy it on Walmart.com. Is this the most environmentally thing to do when I'm being raw? Because I feel like those 2 things should go together. No, it's not. But you know what? I can't save the world and myself all at one time. So that's where we're at. We're hoping to get all this stuff purchased by Sunday. We'll do another update then, and I'll let you know how it goes. All right, signing off. Day 1. Grocery shop. Oh no. Prep day 1. Tune in next time.